They're gonna be having Chainsaw Man.
Holy I just saw the T-Rex come around the corner.
Production used Jaws barrel.
Yay!
Slimer bag.
This is our first little glimpse of maybe inside the Quiet Place house.
Oh my God, there's Stay Puft.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights Coin 24 update. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man has arrived within the park. We have some more information about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the house. The grand finale of the Tribute Store storyline is happening today at Universal Studios, so I'm excited to show that off. It's like 103 degrees, so on that note, it is time to talk about the HHN shirt of the day, where we're showing off, you know, the year of Exorcist, or what, we had many years of the Exorcist, but just look how great this shirt was. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Okay, welcome back.
Who's that?
There's a minion.
There's a massive inflatable minion here. He's got some sunglasses on. I haven't seen the new Despicable Me film, but they're going all out kind of promoting it. I love these giant custom inflatables. Who remembers when they had like Shrek above there? But they still have the medallion. That is one big minion. I wonder if they'll have one pop up in Hollywood. He's probably what, 20 feet tall? First stop was guest services. We had to pick up I'm celebrating Gregory's birthday. Here we go. Universal Mega Movie Parade. The newest parade is in technical rehearsal. Not all elements of the parade may be functioning. Parade may stop or be canceled without notice.
Okay, I know you guys want to know what actually happened. Today was supposed to be the actual opening of it. They've been working on this for years. Multiple floats are not ready. I think there's a float that's not even here yet. So they changed it from like a grand opening to a technical rehearsal tonight. But it was supposed to be the grand opening. Everything was supposed to be done, but it's a technical rehearsal. So honestly, I don't know how many floats are coming out. I don't know how many performers there are going to be today. There's supposed to be 100. It's going to be a very interesting evening. So what time is this parade happening? Right now it's happening at 6 p.m. It'll eventually change to 2 p.m. when HHN season starts. Because, you know, 6 p.m. is past Stay and Scream and all that stuff. It'll run up until Christmas time. So the whole storyline for the whole event started multiple years ago, right? The Summer Tribute Store 2 years ago, they had the sign for Gregory's birthday. Now, it was a little nod to Greg. Greg is part of the Tribute Store team. Throughout all the other Tribute Stores, you would be seeing kind of like, get Greg a birthday card. They birthday with Greg. We're at the point where the whole Tribute Store Plaza, there's a whole storyline, right, about celebrating Greg's birthday. Now, July 3rd is Greg's actual birthday. Now, again, this Easter egg started all the way back during the Summer Tribute Store. We even remember when Universal actually tweeted about Gregory. They said, happy birthday, Gregory, with the button, kind of connecting everything together.
So we start over here, celebrate like a king, have a mega birthday with us, see a mega castle apprentice to book your party today. Into the Tribute Store Plaza we go. So then we have a little note from Greg's mom. Come to my son Gregory's birthday party at the Laser Dungeon. So we talk about that one, and then today is gonna be this recipe. Let's do a whole little rundown about what it says and what it means.
No, this recipe is not for Greg's birthday cake. It's actually for some fava beans. If you remember back in the Mardi Gras Tribute Store, there was New Orleans to Hannibal, aka, you know, kind of Hannibal Lecter. So when you read a little more into the recipe, at the top you're gonna see fava beans, and then at the bottom there's gonna be 1 ounce of Chianti. Now Hannibal Lecter says the famous lines,
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
and then also for the number, it's gonna be number 91, which is the same year that Silence of the Lambs came out, 1991. So we have a little Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter Easter egg happening on the board. What does this mean? It's not coming this year, but maybe one year we might get a Hannibal Lecter house.
Also in here, they're promoting the parade. It's gonna be coming July 3rd. So when you look up there, little Greg is gonna be right there on his softball team. So we're gonna head into the arcade, and we're gonna see Greg's birthday party that's happening. It's also Gerg's birthday also, because Gerg is based off Greg. So the whole backstory behind, I've explained this a couple times, but so Greg was ordering a coffee, and they mispronounced his name when he was ordering the coffee, so that's why there's the coffee Easter egg. There's Greg as Gerg. So they mispronounced the name, and then that is how the name of Gerg happened, because they mispronounced Greg's coffee order. There's a little Easter egg for Greg right there. Then we will come over here to the Laser Dungeon. This is a nod to Dueling Dragons. You're gonna come over here, and this is gonna be, sorry folks, this area is closed today for a birthday party. The wizard says, happy birthday, Gregory. Have a wizard time. So then we come over here, and behind the arcade, you know, little Tribute Store snacks, it says, today is your birthday, Greg. And then the character right here is supposed to be Greg, right? You got Greg with his glasses, the same glasses that you'll see on Gerg. He's got green ones, because in real life he has green glasses. And now Greg should be popping up next. It should say Duffy. And there it is. There's the Easter egg for Greg Duffy right there.
So are all these Easter eggs we've been seeing about Greg's birthday for the past several years an actual just giant inside joke for the grand finale of the summer 2024 celebration? I guess only Greg knows. Now it's interesting, they're doing like a survey thing. They're offering guests $25 if they can follow them through the tribute store and film them to see what they look at.
$40, we got a new Slimer bag. All the good merchandise is not designed by Universal, it's all designed by her universe. So $40, you have Slimer right there, and then on the back, I'm kind of upset. They did some plastic surgery and removed Slimer's booty. But on the inside, they have burgers, and it almost looks like the real Ghostbusters logo design. $55, they have a Stay Puft backpack. I thought it was gonna be a little more open. It's just enough to kind of like, honestly, just put your phone in, and that's about it. So it's got the strap, so you can wear it as a backpack, but you're just kind of wearing a plush on your back instead of actually having room to store stuff. $27, we've got a cutoff shirt, got a little bit of fringing design right there, but we're starting to get our merch for Frozen Empire. It's got kind of a plastic kind of sheen finish on the ice, and then we got some new little mini puff stuff. Finally, $30. We're gonna have the logo right there with a little mini puff trying to eat it. It says Ghostbusters, and they're lighting a match, and this little mini puff is laughing. And then when it comes to Jaws, Lego dropped the teaser for the new Orca set. I'm so excited. The minifigs look great. We got a Back to the Future umbrella, the DeLorean up there, the flames.
Yeah. And it's 88 miles per hour.
Oh my gosh. Love it. Peter, how many floats do you think are gonna be out tonight?
10.
8.
1. I'm gonna bid low. 1.
Well, judging on all these technical rehearsal signs, I say 8.
How many floats do you think are gonna be out tonight?
7. That was a very small number. I don't know. I got nervous.
At least 12. Over.
7?
6. At least 10. I'm trying to stay positive. At least 10.
All right, they have the technical rehearsal signs out literally like every 20 feet. Not a good sign. But they're also saying, films, buy or rent now, Fandango at home. Okay. So they do have a special annual pass holder area to watch the parade. So you can come over here. So there's a spot for you. Now the biggest addition is these bubble wands. So these, we bubble with each other. They bubble with the parade floats, and then they bubble with the bubble vending. You got little Bob and Tim. You have little Poppy. She's got her inner SpongeBob right there, jellyfishing it looks like. Then you have little Blue as a little baby. So the bubbles will come out of here. These illuminate. So all the bubble wands are $30. You can pick them up throughout the park.
If you go all the way up, it's just going to be a standard bubble flow.
Okay.
And if you go down, they actually interact with each other. So you're going to find another bubble wand. You're just going to push the button right back here.
Yeah.
And then it's going to make the other bubble wand go. Interactive with our floats. Floats that come by, if you push this button, the bubbles are going to spray from the float.
Yeah, those clouds are not looking very good. Hopefully it does not get canceled. Everybody's all lined up now. It's starting to lightning though.
So I got the rundown of all the bubble wands. It's gonna be a thing for a while. So the bubble wands will eventually interact with the nighttime show. Also, they have planned where different elements within Universal Studios will activate the bubble wand. If you're buying into the bubble wand craze now, they have stuff planned, I think, for the next year of like different things that set the bubble wands off within Universal Studios. Parade's been delayed. On that note, let's talk about some Murdy tweets. John had to say this about the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire house. Quick update. The location of the house is in H Lot North, which is where Chucky was for 2023. Raiding our Ghostbusters house in 2019 was a blast, and we're excited to bring this beloved franchise back to HHN. He then says, this house is based on the 2024 film, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, but will also feature ghosts from the overall Ghostbusters franchises. Which ghosts? I'm not gonna tell you. I think some things should be a surprise, don't you? And there's a lot of surprises in this house. And then John said, on a personal note, I met the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire writer/producer Jason Reitman way back in 1990 when his dad Ivan was directing Kindergarten Cop. It's amazing to come full circle and be working together on this house. Excited to share with you in the fall. And then someone asked, will this house have animatronics? John responds with, it has a lot of effects, a lot. Let's leave it at that. So it sounds like we're gonna get some animatronics. Are you working on any RIP surprises? I always look forward to them. And then John said, yes, I'm doing the RIP content again this year. So if you go on the RIP tour, there's certain special experiences that you only get on the tour. Okay, welcome back. Still delayed. So on that note, let's talk about some of the announcements for Howl-O-Scream. So in Howl-O-Scream Busch Gardens news, we have a returning house announcement, Witch of the Woods, Rise of the Coven. Then we have a new scare zone. Prepare to enter the architect's twisted gallery of horror, where the past 25 years of Howl-O-Scream nightmares come to life. Brace yourself as you encounter creations that have haunted Howl-O-Scream for a quarter of a century. And there's also a new house announcement. Step back into Wonderland, although it may not be as you remember it. These once playful characters have become bitter shadows. Their anger fueled by Alice's abandonment. Will you conquer the darkness or succumb to the madness? We'll have an Alice in Wonderland themed house.
They said in just a few moments, the parade is gonna be happening. Yay!
It's here, it's happening.
Doc and Marty, the DeLorean.
Oh my God, there's Stay Puft.
Oh my God. They got Phoebe and Lewis. Oh my God, they got everybody from the old films and the new films.
Are those glasses made of ectoplasm? Okay, as long as you're aware.
Slimer!
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Great. This looks extraordinarily fair.
Oh, they even got the mini puffs back there. Oh, they got the mayor.
Look at Quint. Holy I just saw the T-Rex come around the corner. There's my boy Owen right there. Okay, we're gonna do the full rundown of the parade at the end of the video. We're kind of bunkering down. It's raining pretty hard. We're about to go see the nighttime show, but we're waiting out the rain. So on that note, let's talk about the new photos that BioReconstruct just posted. So BioReconstruct said, aerial look at sprung tent facade in development for this year's HHN Halloween Horror Nights house. Now, this is gonna be the tent for the museum Deadly exhibit. Now, if you zoom in just a little bit, you can see a poster saying opening soon, Rotting Stone, fall 2024. Then there's also another photo, aerial photo of development of a drive-in movie screen, entrance theming of a sprung tent house for this year's HHN. So this is gonna be the facade for Slaughter Cinema 2. You can see the movie screen. And then over in Hollywood, Crystal and Chris posted this. They said, HHN updates. A white van has crashed into the entrance of the secret lab of dead exposure, Death Valley. Cause still unknown. Also more details and aging are being added to Monstros. John Murdy responds with, vans carrying a highly radioactive cargo crashing into secret labs is never a good thing. Let's go see the nighttime show. I forgot to film the cow from Twister going by. That's my mission tonight, is to film that.
There's some drama about Mel's Diner. Okay, so Disney released this doll, and they used the photo from Universal Studios in the background to promote a Disney product.
They have like these new, I guess, Disney style American Girl dolls. So this is one of the outfits. Pizza Planet, the little alien purse. But then the problem is, this is Universal Studios on the back. You can clearly see Mel's Drive-In, the American Graffiti cars. So this has not been removed off store shelves yet.
It looks a little different. There's a Transformer building in the back. The photos taken before Transformers with the old soundstage. So that's why it looks a little different. But yeah, they used a picture from Universal Studios.
The nighttime show didn't have the drones, so it was drastically different. The drones really make it something special. This was just a decent show. If it's raining or high winds, don't come watch the show. If it's your first time, you want to experience it with the drones. It's something special with the drones, but it's not done yet. There's still more additions coming to the show.
They still have all the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire merch. Let's talk about what happened and what they're promoting on social media for merch.
Okay, so Halloween Horror Nights posted this on their social media. They said, "I'm not staying quiet about this merch. Get it in the park." Well, I think all guests are staying quiet about it because no one's buying it. Honestly, it looks like this is our first little glimpse of maybe inside the Quiet Place house. But like, honestly, look, compare the Exorcist shirt that I'm wearing to the Quiet Place shirt. We have fallen very far with quality.
This makes me feel like I'm at the Orlando Outlet Mall. They're trying to sell the bubble wands with like these little LED screens. Okay. What are those images? God, look at the giant illuminated minion at night towering over everyone.
We're going to a special presentation of Jaws happening in Orlando. Okay, we've now made it to Winter Garden. So we're going to be going to the Garden Theater. Never been here before. And this is where they're showing Jaws. Now, my entire life, I've never seen Jaws in theaters. I've only ever just seen it on, you know, like at-home physical media. So I'm excited to see it like on the big screen. Here we are at the Garden Theater. They're also playing Little Shop of Horrors on the 12th. E.T., Nemo, and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
All right, we're here in the lobby. Okay, what do we have here? We're in the lobby.
We're in the lobby of the Garden Theater, and they're showing Jaws tonight on the 4th of July. Who would have expected that? Katie and I set up a display here. We've got the fishing chair from the Orca, replica of Quint's chair. We've got the production used Jaws barrel, and other little odds and ends. So, and the chair itself, I actually put it together for use in the tribute store for 2022.
And here's a shot of how the theater is.
A what?
Okay guys, we're back at the office. Before we talk about some more HHN updates, I just want to talk about the movie Jaws. Like, watch it in theaters with an audience. Every scare still hits. It was cool to like watch people who've never seen the film jump out of their seats. Now, Jaws is one of my favorite movies of all times, and I think one of the best movies ever made. It is just pure perfection. Let's talk about some more HHN updates. Let's talk about Universal Studios Japan for Halloween Horror Nights Japan. We finally have an announcement date and kind of everything that's happening. Not too much is changing, but there's some new stuff. So it's gonna be running from September 6th until November 4th. They're gonna be having the Chainsaw Man Chaos 4D. That's gonna be new this year. Then also the Street Zombies will be updated. And then the Hamikuma Shout It Out Parade will also be new. And they've also updated the Zombie D-Dance will also be updated. There's also gonna be Biohazard Night of Heroes, which will also be new. And then returning, we'll have the Chucky Carnival of Chaos. And then there's gonna be a Hamikumai greeting photo. The waits for that, I'm sure, are gonna be insane. And then also during the daytime, they're gonna have a Haha Halloween party with DJs and minions and Pokemon characters. And then the Death Eaters will also be returning. And then we also have some Universal Studios Singapore news for HHN 12. So they're gonna be having Sweet Home from Netflix coming, and it's gonna run from September 27th until November 2nd. So if you guys are international guests, those are some of your little HHN offerings. There's gonna be a big problem this year for HHN coverage. The parades need to be able to run through that parade route. So for construction, for the scare zones, they can't really leave props out all day. So whatever kind of goes out has to be kind of taken away for the parade float. I don't know how many permanent structures are gonna be popping up for HHN this year for the scare zones, because you gotta worry about the parade stuff on that main loop. The parade is really good. It's definitely not done yet. The float broke down last night. Things were just insane behind the scenes, trying to get the show on the road, literally. But what we did get, I was pleasantly surprised about. Ghostbusters float, incredible. The casting for that was so good. The Jaws float, amazing. There's still floats missing, but we are still missing, I believe, a Shrek float, Ecto one, and then kind of like a Raptor float with some raptors. There's more stuff coming, and then there's also new stuff coming for the nighttime show. Again, like, the teams are spread way too thin, working on so many different projects that like they can't invest their full effort into getting these things ready for opening day, so they're kind of like, here you go, and then they like finish it. And Epic is just whoa, Epic's having a time. Let's just say that. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about Universal's new mega movie parade? What was your favorite float? So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Yay!
Hey, no, no,
Was it all based around birthday? Everything that happened?
Yeah, absolutely.